You know, guys, sometimes, man, I feel like South Africa is not a real place. Some of the things that are happening in this country are unbelievable.
Thank you to Professor Tunima Donsela for letting me to come to this stage and shine here.
Yes.
It's an honor to be here, and it's my first time seeing the president. Hello, Cupcake. Thank you to Professor Tunima Donsela.
Hello, Cupcake. Man, I feel like Ramaphosa should have been investigated for that cupcake saga, man. I believe that there's more into that cupcake saga, but it looks like this is something that is not going away. This name for Ramaphosa is not going away, not anytime soon.
Thank you to Professor Tunima Donsela for letting me to come to this stage and shine here.
Yes.
It's an honor to be here, and it's my first time seeing the president. Hello, Cupcake.
So, guys, I want us to actually go to the ad hoc committee because it looks like Senzo Mchunu is busy humiliating himself there by the ad hoc committee. It looks like Senzo Mchunu hasn't had enough of making himself a fool in front of the whole country. But before we actually go to the nonsense that is spewed by the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, I want us to actually remember what General Mkhwanazi said about the relationship of Senzo Mchunu and Brown Mogotsi. Guys, you remember back in March, this is what General Mkhwanazi said about Senzo Mchunu and Brown Mogotsi.
In 2024, on the 29th of October, to be precise, I received a phone call, Chair, a phone call and a message that came from a gentleman who said to me he's a close associate of the Minister of Police, and that is Mr. Brown. He referred to himself as Mr. Brown Mogotsi. This Mr. Brown Mogotsi, who had described himself as a close associate to the Minister of Police, indicated to me, which made me believe that he's a close associate of the Minister of Police, because he said to me he was joining the Minister of Police to visit the Lusikisiki massacre that had happened last year. And because I did not trust him, I called the Chief of Staff to try and establish who is this gentleman. And the Chief of Staff did confirm to me that indeed he is a very person close to the Minister of Police. But what surprised me about this gentleman is that he then indicated to me on a message that he sent me when he said there's an internal attempt to discredit me through the defeating the end of justice case. And as we engage, and I asked him, what is he talking about? He then he sent me a report that was written by the member who, well, not signed, but a report that was written by a Lieutenant Colonel Matthews, who was working under Operational Valomgodi, who was an operational commander at the time. And unfortunately, the report that he sent to me, a letter which I have here before me, was not signed, Honorable Chair members. He sent me this report, and subsequent to that, he then forwarded the copies of the OP entries that were made at Impangeni police station, where there were indications that I personally stopped the arrest of one senior officer from the correctional service. So that's how the whole thing started. So when he sent me these things, subsequent to that, Chair, before I could even respond to that, the next thing that he had asked me was whether how well do I know the Divisional Commission of Crime Intelligence? Mm-hmm. Because it indicates that the Divisional Commission of Crime Intelligence had made a presentation of which he attached the copy of the screen, a presentation the crime intelligence was making, which obviously is either he was part of the presentation where crime intelligence were presenting the divisional policies, which is dated 2024, 2025 on the screen. That's how it was highlighted here. The presentation was made on the 30th of September 2024. He gave me that screenshot. If he was not part of that meeting, surely someone who was at that meeting was feeding him with this information. So he sent me the screenshot and he says to me, Gerald Kumalo, the Divisional Commissioner of Crime Intelligence, I must check my standing with him. And because he said yesterday he pushed a negative narrative about me on how the cash in transits are happening in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, and the fact that I don't want to listen to the advices of crime intelligence when they're giving me early warnings and so forth. And he cited a retired Major General Chika to be amongst the people that were unhappy about my response into their warnings about crime intelligence. So that's a communication that he brought to me. And when I asked him about more details about this thing, where did he get this, and what is General Kumalo specifically saying about me, other than what is presenting to me? Whether is the leadership aware about what General Kumalo has been saying about me? So he says. His response was, and I quote, "The minister is briefed. He has just arrived at Lusikisik." So that's why I phoned the chief of staff to try and establish, because this person looks like he's very close to the minister of police, and he was traveling with him to Lusikisik. And I guess the investigation is going to reveal whether did he.
So this is what General Mkhwanazi said about their supposed relationship between Senzo Mchunu and this guy, Brown Mogotsi, who is still promising to spill the beans in the words of Jacob Zuma. And in the same committee, Senzo Mchunu said that he doesn't know who Brown Mogotsi is. He basically lied to the parliament to say that I don't know who this person is, basically accusing General Mkhwanazi of lying about his supposed relationship with Brown Mogotsi. This is exactly what Senzo Mchunu said back then.
I think I picked up something that Provincial Commissioner Mkhwanazi is saying about some fellow. 2 weeks ago, it does happen in a week or 2 or 3. I think a week and a half ago, I got somebody insisting that there's somebody who's going around saying he works with me wherever I am, he is there. And I said, show me the face. And it got to a point where he showed me the face, and I told him, I don't know this person. And a week before, there was another person, a Mchunu, who said is my younger brother. My younger brother died in 2005, and I don't have any other. And so when the person says so, you really, so I think we must be very circumspect when people come to us and say, I must be an associate of this and that. I'm no associate to the person that General Mkhwanazi is referring to. But I appreciate whatever they discussed, and then those things coming out so that I understand who is saying what, where, and so on. I do know that possibly all of us, including you, Chair, you would have at one point or the other somebody claiming that they are your associate. It does happen. But other than that, thank you very much.
So you can see that this whole thing was a joke to Senzo Mchunu, because he said that, no, man, I don't know this person. They even showed me the picture of this person. I said that I don't know this person. And you know that as public figures, man, there are always people walking around and claiming to know us. But it's very important for us to make it very clear that we don't know these characters. This was the state. So now, Senzo Mchunu is in the ad hoc committee. And in the ad hoc committee, Senzo Mchunu is literally going against what he said in parliament. And this just shows you how shameful these people are. And I still do not understand till today why Senzo Mchunu has not actually faced some sort of punishment for lying to the parliament. Because I don't think it is legal to lie to the parliament. But now, it looks like Senzo Mchunu believes that all of us are nothing but idiots because there's a video of him saying that I do not know Brown Mogotsi. General Mkhwanazi is basically lying about my supposed relationship with Brown Mogotsi. I do not know that person. But now Senzo Mchunu is telling South Africans that I never said I don't know Brown Mogotsi. This is the same guy that is telling us, or that told us, that they even showed me the picture of the fellow, and I said, I do not know this person. But now, Senzo Mchunu is saying, no, guys, I never said, I don't know Brown Mogotsi. He's saying all of these things as if there is no footage, there is no evidence of him basically denying knowing Brown Mogotsi. You know, guys, when things like this happen, I just... I don't understand. I don't understand, man. It's like this is a comedy central. Like whatever that is happening in Parliament, I think it should be licensed under Comedy Central because it should not be taken seriously. And clearly, Senzo Mchunu is not taking anybody seriously. How is it possible that this person can sit there in front of the cameras knowing that a whole lot of people are watching him? How can he literally sit there and claim that he never said that he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi when there's a video of him saying that he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi? Man, the politicians are shameful, man. These people, man, are the bottom of the barrels, man. These people are the scumbags. This is the only way we should actually characterize these people. To say that these people are nothing but the scumbags.
Comment. Now, directly relating to what General Mkhwanazi had said about Mogotsi being my associate. So I say the person that General Mkhwanazi is referring to is not my associate, it's just a comrade. This is now Mogotsi directly. Now, so that is what I did. Now, what do I mean by, what was my personal understanding about an associate, even today? I know a number of honorable members here, others for many years. But they may not necessarily be my associates, at least the way I understand associate. They are people that I know. Like Honorable Albert Mngwangu, I knew him long ago, when were vehemently opposed to each other in KZN. But I have never regarded him as my associate.
Yes.
It's just somebody I know.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now, that is what I was explaining there. And there's no way I could have lied to them
Look at this guy. He's basically laughing at him. Like, just laughing at him.
there. Because the two comments are my personal story. The third comment is a precaution, to be circumspect. And the last comment is then to deny. Now, what complicated things in my view is that when General Mkhwanazi made his statement on the 6th of July, he then tells the public something twisted. He says, Minister Mchunu said he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi in Parliament, which I never said. I never said. But he tells the public something twisted.
No, this is not what General Mkhwanazi said. This is what you said. This is what you said. It is not what General Mkhwanazi said. It is what you said, Senzo Mchunu, with your own mouth. It is what you said.
Mkhwanazi is saying about some fellow. 2 weeks ago, it does happen in a week or 2 or 3. I think a week and a half ago, I got somebody insisting that there's somebody who's going around saying he works with me wherever I am, he is there. And I said, show me the face. And it got to a point where he showed me the face, and I told him, I don't know this person. And
He showed me the picture, and I said, I don't know this person. So now, Senzo Mchunu is trying to make it look like General Mkhwanazi is the one who said Senzo Mchunu said he does not know Brown Mogotsi. Senzo Mchunu, in his own words, guys, in his own literal words, he said that they showed me the picture of this person.
He is there, and I said, "Show me the face." And it got to a point where he showed me the face, and I told him, "I don't know this person." And
I don't know this person. They showed me this picture and I said, I don't know this person. But now he says that no, General Mkhwanazi is the one who said that. I said, I don't know Brown Mogotsi. What is happening, guys? What is happening here? What are we doing, man? Why are we wasting the taxpayers' money on this nonsense? Why are we wasting the taxpayers' money on this nonsense? Because now I feel like Senzo Mchunu is literally trying to gaslight us. This is what he's doing right now. He is gaslighting us.
He says, Minister Mchunu said he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi in Parliament, which I never said.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry.
I never said. But it tells the public something twisted, saying, I said in Parliament, I don't know Mogotsi. When I actually said I don't know the person who was on the phone, not Mogotsi. And that was
Oh, man. Yeah.
it was not Mogotsi. He told that to fit his narrative, if he was not making a genuine error on his part, one of the two, he can explain what he was doing, whether it was an error or he said something to the public that suited, that was calculated to suit his narrative. I never said in the portfolio committee, I don't know Mogotsi. I said he is not my associate.
No, Senzo Mchunu, guys. I don't want the Senzo Mchunu to start lying on these things. I don't want the Senzo Mchunu to start lying on these things. So I don't know, man, if I can actually find that. I don't know if I can find that. Okay, Senzo Mchunu. Okay. Senzo Mchunu. Brown Mogotsi. Because right now, this minister of police that is on suspension is basically lying to us. So I'm trying to find a tweet where I'm trying to find a tweet where Senzo Mchunu basically said that where he acknowledged like knowing Brown Mogotsi, but saying that Brown Mogotsi is not an associate of him, is just a comrade. Where is the tweet, man? Jeez. Why am I only remembering this tweet? You know, guys, I hate it when I do content and I remember stuff like after the fact. I like to put my things into order, man. I honestly like to put my things into order. There's a post that Senzo Mchunu once made on social media, and this is the reason why I'm saying that Senzo Mchunu is a liar. I mean, like, this guy is an absolute liar. Oh my goodness, this guy. Why is that tweet so far? Why can't I find that tweet? And guys, you heard about the 3 identity numbers of Cyril Ramaphosa. There was a story about the identity documents of Cyril Ramaphosa, and apparently our minister, our president has like allegedly our president has like 3 identity cards, identity numbers. My goodness, where is... Unless this guy, I feel like this guy has actually deactivated his. Oh man. I hate this so much because I want to show you that post by Senzo Mchunu. But guys, anyway, we will go back to that post of Senzo Mchunu. But I know you guys are familiar with what I'm talking about. So I know you are familiar with that social media post that Senzo Mchunu once made about what is this? About the knowledge of Brown Mogotsi.
Said in the portfolio committee, I don't know Mogotsi. I said he is not my associate. Somewhere, I think it was in here in the portfolio committee, or no, in the ad hoc committee, or in the Madanga Commission. He said it doesn't differentiate between knowing. He even spoke about a friend, the difference between a friend, knowing, comrade. He said something like it's similar to him. That is to him, not to me. I differentiate. That's why I use the dictionary to say, in fact, from where I sit, once you say associate, I would think of some partnership, some work relations.
I think, Minister.
I mean, guys, I'm sure I'm not the only person who's waiting for Brown Mogotsi to testify so that he can come and expose these people. I'm sure I'm not the only person, guys. Let's be honest. I'm sure I'm not the only person that is actually waiting for this person to be exposed, because right now, when you look at Brown Mogotsi actually kind of feels like they are putting him on a corner. Brown Mogotsi feels like these people have not actually protected him to some extent the way that he needed to be protected. So he promised to come out and speak. So now we are going to pin down Senzo Mchunu on something else. You remember that Senzo Mchunu did say that he's not an associate of Brown Mogotsi. But then I can promise you that Brown Mogotsi, when he goes to Madanga Commission, I feel like he's going to tell South Africans that, no, man, I know the minister. I know the minister for a very long time, and I have actually worked with the minister for a very long time. But what Senzo Mchunu is trying to do right now by gaslighting South Africans into thinking that he has never said, like, he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi. How? When there's a video footage of him literally saying that, I don't know Brown Mogotsi. Now it's making it look like, no, it is something that is only said by General Mkhwanazi, and how can General Mkhwanazi say these things about me because I don't know Brown Mogotsi. Like, it is unbelievable, man. Watching these people, like, seeing some of these clips, it is insane. And to think that these are people that are occupying some of the highest offices in this country. The shame or the lack of from these people that are occupying some of the highest offices in this country. But when these people sit down and speak, this is the same criticism that I had for that criminal, allegedly. General Zibia right now is so sensitive, man. I don't want him to hear me calling him a criminal, because he's gonna try to cry. Oh, they're calling me a criminal. I see the police cars outside my house. General Zibia, when General Zibia is sitting down and speaking, when you listen to General Zibia, you don't actually hear a policeman speak. I don't know if it is only me, but I don't hear the policeman speak. And I don't like Senzo Mchunu, because Senzo Mchunu is the Minister of Police. And when a Minister of Police is so dishonest, what does it say about this institution that he's leading? What does it say about this institution that he's leading? He's the Minister of Police, but he's a very dishonest guy. And he has been exposed time and time and time again. If I was Senzo Mchunu, I was never going to agree to go to this ad hoc committee. I was never going to agree, man. I was gonna make these people to take me to the courts, to try to force me to go into this committee. Because I would know that, no, man, my story is not coming together, and I cannot go in front of South Africans and start speaking in front of South Africans, because I know that these people are going to pin me down. Right now, we are literally seeing in real time how dishonest Senzo Mchunu is. And it's funny, because all of these people, they are going to these commissions trying to clean their images or whatever that they are trying to do. But it is absolutely doing the opposite. Just like with General Zibia. General Zibia, after he went to the ad hoc committee, everybody just like concluded, like, man, Zibia, you are just a criminal. Like, you are just a criminal. You had the political killing task team dockets in your office sitting for nothing. For nothing. And you were telling us that the dockets were brought to them. They were taken and brought to them because they needed to be taken to the place that they needed to be taken to. This is what the General Zibia told the South Africans, that the dockets were taken from them and they were brought to them to be taken to the places where they were supposed to be taken. And only a matter of time when the committee actually realized that no, this place that you say that these dockets are supposed to go to, it is your office. It is your office. It's your office. And he says that, yeah, I agree. It's my office. I'm like, what is wrong with these people, man? What is wrong with these people? I mean, no wonder some of these people, man, from the cartels are playing these people like the fiddles, because they can actually see how idiotic these people are. And these people are actually stupid. Actually stupid. You know, sometimes I used to say that, no, you know, these people from the ANC, they are not stupid, man. These people are not retarded. These people are just evil. They are doing everything that they are doing because they are simply evil. And it's not like they are not even aware of what they are doing. But I'm starting to change my opinion. I am honestly believing that these people are so naive, and this is the reason why they are taken advantage of. This is why they are taken advantage of. How can you have a minister of police that reasons like this? How can you have the Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Intelligence that reasons like Zibi? Then you have the National Commissioner of the Police, Fanima Samula. A guy is a politician. He's a politician. The only thing that Fanima Samula was doing in that committee was dodging, ditching, and avoiding and avoiding. And these are the people that are supposedly holding the offices that are supposed to make sure that accountability is there, is enforced. But look at these people. Look at them. Just listen to him trying to tell us that he never said that he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi, when there's literal video of him saying that he doesn't know Brown Mogotsi. These are your public representatives, guys. These are the representatives from the political party that a lot of South Africans actually voted for. And they are giving South Africans exactly what they deserve. This is what the majority of South Africans actually deserve. The leaders like Senzo Mchunu. Guys, I'm going to end it there. What are your thoughts? Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button. And the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.